Video is worth more than 1,000 words. Watch and you'll see exactly what I mean. This video was captured by a Richmond Heights police officer sitting in his vehicle back in June outside a popular hotspot in the Hilltop Plaza.
A group of females walked by the cruiser and then returned back around this way. One of them climbed up on the push bumper and began to dance on the push bumper. And then another two females came walking around the other way as well, climbed up on the side of the car. One was standing about right here, standing on and dancing on the hood. And then another one then climbed up on the wheel and then onto the hood of the cruiser as well. There's a small dent and a little crease here. You can see that we didn't decide to fix that at this point in time. And then there was a pretty significant scratch that was about probably from here to here.
And you were able to somehow identify at least one or two of the people who were doing this.
Videos like this is why I say the good black women have to separate themselves from the ratchets. In this video we see right here that they're like, this happens a lot. This happens a lot if you go out in cities that have a lot of like black nightlife or like clubs where a lot of black people go around. Usually once they get a few drinks into them, once the clubs start letting out, women just have this thing where they want to get on top of cars, random cars, sometimes not even their own cars, and they want to twerk. They want to twerk. They want to show off what they got to the guys that are around. As you can see in this video, it's not just a group of women doing this for themselves. No, there's some guys back here, one of them recording. You see him in the back. They probably hyping these girls up, and they decided this was a good idea to get on top of this police car, not knowing that they were being recorded and that they would end up in trouble. A few of them got identified. I think they said that it was, in the caption it said something about facial recognition identified them. So hey man, you gotta be careful out here what you doing, because there are cameras and videos everywhere. But this behavior, unacceptable. If this was my daughter and she got in trouble for doing something like this, man, I might have to disown her. I'm not gonna lie, because it's just, I don't know. It's just, I don't know. It's ratchet. It makes you look trashy, dirty, all that stuff. And don't get me wrong, as men, you know, men, we like hoes. We like hoes. We even sometimes we love hoes, right? Hoes, you know, they do a lot for men. I'm not gonna lie, but at the end of the day, it doesn't get you what you want as a woman, being a hoe, being ratchet, putting yourself out here like this. It does nothing for you in the long run, because at the end of the day, you're going to eventually want a husband. You're going to want that security. And if you got videos of you like this on the news, or you got to explain why you got vandalizing a police car on your record to your future husband, is going to put you in a bad position. I'm not going to lie. This is just more terrible representation of black women. You know, but like I said, when we go to the club, this is what guys are looking for. These guys, when they see this going on, they thinking like, okay, we got some easy ones. We're gonna be smashing these girls as soon as we get out of this parking lot. We get back to one of our cribs. They done left the big girl. You already know who left that dent. Well, I ain't gonna say it was the bigger one. It might have been the one who decided to put her feet on the car, because say, okay, hold on. So he got a scratch right there, a little bit of a dent on the hood. So that is vandalizing a police vehicle. I don't know if that carries more weight than just vandalizing a regular car, but I don't know. You don't ever want to do nothing to a police car. That's the last thing you want to do. We saw in the ICE protest, people were doing all that crazy stuff to cars. And best believe a lot of them will be getting caught. A lot of them will be getting arrested. They said they caught a few of these girls. I don't know. It's just some idiotic stuff to catch a charge for. Like, I thought, like, you know, get your twerking off in the club. You know what I'm saying? You go to the club, get your twerking off, leave it in there, or just leave it on the street. If y'all want to dance and shake y'all booties on the street, cool, no problem with it. But once y'all start doing stuff like this, getting on top of people's cars and stuff, it's like this will happen to you. Like, if you're a random guy, you can go out to the club late at night, You know, so you had a good time, talked to a few girls, danced with a few ladies, all that stuff. Next thing you know, you come outside and your car got a big ass dent on it, and you wondering why. It's either that's gonna happen or your window gonna be broke and whatever you had in there gonna be stolen out of it. You know, that's what happens in a lot of big cities. And when it comes to the nightlife nowadays, people steal out your car, and then you got random girls that want to twerk on top of your car. So I don't know. It's very trashy behavior. Not nothing you want to take home to mom. Not nothing you want to see your girlfriend doing. And the bad part about it is one of these is probably somebody's girlfriend. I'm not gonna lie. This is probably someone's girlfriend. He probably woke up the next day, decided like, oh, let me check the weather, see what's on the news, da 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 da. And then he sees his girlfriend shaking ass in front of a bunch of guys and on a police dash cam. Wow. Like I said, just bad representation of black women. We need more positive representation of black women. But at the end of the day, we're not stopping this behavior. I'm not gonna lie. This video ain't gonna stop it. Y'all not gonna stop it watching it. We just gotta find the ones that's doing good stuff. Y'all send me some videos of some black women reading. You know, I'll react to that. Some book clubs of some, you know, them doing some good positive stuff, because this, like I said, bad representation. Not what I want my nieces, daughters, sisters, wives, none of that. I don't, you know, I wouldn't want them to be doing this at all. But y'all let me know what y'all think about these women getting caught. Two of them, I think they said two of them got arrested. They recognized them by some type of facial recognition software, which is crazy, right? That, you know, it's 2025 though, but the technology is definitely out there. Gotta watch what you do, because 9 times out of 10 it's gonna be recorded. People don't understand. It's cameras everywhere. Almost every house got a Ring camera out front. So it's better, but it's better, like, you gonna, no, I ain't gonna say that. I was gonna say, like, you know, do some white collar crime or something like that, but don't do no crime. Stay on the straight and narrow. You know, take your risk in the stock market, crypto market. If you're a gambler, do that legally. You know, bet on yourself, start a business, ask your boss for that promotion. It's a lot. At the end of the day, you don't want to be out here getting in trouble doing dumb shit, right? And that's what they did. Some dumb shit. Because they decided that these guys back here needed a show, and they was going to provide it. Crazy. As always, love y'all. I'm out.